Okay, before we actually get into the video here, I wanted to just share the backstory because it's pretty interesting the way this all transpired. So about August 2nd, I get an email from a guy in Australia named Alex who says he has a radio station and he wants to interview me about telekinesis. And I get several requests to be on podcasts and hangouts and shows and things like that, and I usually just delete them and go on. So I deleted it, and the following day I got a comment on one of my videos that said, hey, telekinesis isn't real, otherwise we'd be seeing this on TV or hearing about it on the radio or something. And I remember that the following week before that, it's like two other people had said something similar to that. Now I get this thing about things that come in threes. They're always a sign. So I went back to my deleted folder, opened it up, said, whoever this guy is, whatever, I'm just going to finally just do one of these and get it over with. So I replied and said, sure, I'll do it. So he emails me back a link to the online radio station and requests a little brief introduction bio type thing. And I emailed that back to him. And he said what time it was, but he was speaking in Australian time. So it turns out it's a morning show, and they're like, their Tuesday is my Monday and stuff. So it kind of crept up on me by surprise. So I opened up this email and thought, oh my gosh, I better get on there. And I clicked the link and I clicked the play button at the top of the page, and it started streaming. And these commercials come on and say, 91.9 Star FM, Australia's most listened to radio station. And then this Alex and Flick show comes on, and it's Alex, the guy that emailed me, and he sounds like some real professional guy, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what the heck did I get into? So I'm getting really nervous before this interview actually starts. My heart's pounding and everything, and I'm just using this crappy little headset to record the conversation over my speakerphone. So the quality of this isn't that good. But anyway, I wanted to share this with you, and here we are. Telekinesis is going mainstream, and I'm supposed to be hearing back from him. This is yet to be determined, but this might be to be continued. All right, hope you enjoy the video.
The latest Central Victorian news and sport on the official FM radio network of the 2016 Rio Olympic Games.
Star FM.
Star FM.
And yesterday, Flick, you know what, I announced something on the show. I don't think you gave me 100% support.
I too have loved this program that Netflix has released called Stranger Things. It's all about abilities.
Later. See you tomorrow. That's not Will.
She can't have gone far.
Finally.
Do you really think it was a coincidence that we found her the same place where Will disappeared? Something is going on here!
What the hell?
She knows about Will.
Is there any way that you could reach him?
Yes.
What if this whole time I've been looking for Will? I've been chasing after something else.
It's a great show, but I just enjoyed watching it.
If you missed my epiphany on where my life's going, this is what happened yesterday. It's telekinesis. It's the ability to move things with your mind. Now, I've researched a fair bit, and I've actually got the steps here in front of me. I made the decision I'm going to become a professional telekinesis expert. Okay. We do have, Flicky, someone on the phone who is an expert in this area.
Yeah, you did research. You actually found someone, because if you want to do this, you need a mentor, right?
Absolutely. And, hey, you wanted me to get a mentor? You're welcome. I've got one on the phone. Good morning, Robert Allen calling. I'm calling him all the way from America. Good morning.
Good morning, Alex and Flick.
Robert, where are you in the US, mate?
North Central Missouri.
Missouri, beautiful. Tell me, look, Robert, I have to admit, I have to come clean right away. I am a little bit skeptical. I'm a little skeptical. Where did this passion start, Robert?
I sort of stumbled onto this accidentally after a few months of doing some qigong and meditation. I noticed this little extra energy that was extending beyond my body, and come to find out it's called chi or ki or prana. I started researching this on the internet like everyone does, and came across a video on YouTube about a chi spinner. And long story short, I held my hands around this piece of foil balanced on a needle, and voila, it started to turn, and within 6 weeks or so I could do it with no hands, and I've just been progressing for the next 4 to 5 years since then.
What is the biggest object you can move with your mind?
After you kind of get the hang of telekinesis, you can sort of employ it to other forms of like psychokinesis, for example, aerokinesis, controlling the air. So using aerokinesis, I can like swing a door open or close, or move a tire swing, or control, those little pinwheels that spin in the wind.
Absolutely. So,
What about the people, Robert, that say, okay, that's just a change in the atmosphere?
I have a few controlled demonstrations on my channel, things under glass and stuff that wouldn't be affected by the outer element. But my thing is not so much to convince people that my demonstrations are real, but provide methods for them to ease into it and learn personally that it's real,
all right. So, Robert, right now I'm very interested, but it's fair to say I have absolutely no power whatsoever. Where is the best place to start? Where do I start with this?
Tutorial part 1 I have on YouTube. If you just put in a telekinesis tutorial, you'll see a video come up by TREBOR'S, and that has helped thousands of people get started. We have to start small. The biggest problem is people usually start with big targets, like something they think is light, like an aluminum can or perhaps a spoon or something like that. But we need to start really small. We're talking feather, we're talking aluminum foil, because we're using subtle energy, and it's called subtle for a reason.
Have you ever crushed anything with your mind, Robert?
No, I haven't crushed anything. I've kind of done a little bit of experimenting with spoon bending and found that you can do things that are beyond your normal strength if you get in this right frame of mind, the same frame of mind you use for telekinesis.
How long am I going to have to do this until I can move Flick?
I don't know. I haven't made it that far yet. You tell me.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm going to need to start meditating. I've read that I need to look at something for 10 minutes until I feel a part of it, and then just visualize what I want it to do. Is that pretty much basically how it works?
Basically, I've broken it down to like a 3-step thing. I call it the empathy, mindset, and energy approach. And basically, I compare it to a cell phone. For example, the empathy is like the signal. You need a dial tone before you can even make a call. And empathy with the target is kind of your connection, because we're working on feelings rather than mental thoughts. You don't tell the object to move. You kind of have empathy with the target and imagine what it would feel like to move and share that feeling. And then the mindset sort of acts as the transmitter and receiver of the phone. And the mindset is the lower alpha, upper beta range. You got to get your mind kind of almost empty. It's kind of the opposite of concentrating. It's sort of like being in the flow, like an...
Alex knows the opposite of concentrating.
The opposite of concentrating, I am all over that. Look, you know what, there's obviously a lot more to it than just sitting there thinking, please move, because I did that yesterday with a pair of scissors. Didn't work. But, Robert, will you be able to work with me and give me a few pointers? Obviously, we haven't got time to do it all now, but over the next couple of days, can we work together and see if you can give me some basic tips, just so I can get a piece of paper to move, and then who knows, by the end of next week, I could be moving Flick.
Absolutely. And Alex, I think you're going to be great at this, because it's usually smart people that have a really hard time with this, and you seem like a real simple guy like me. So
I like Robert. I really like Robert. Robert
Allen. He's all the way over in America. If you want to check it out, though, telekinesisschool.com. Check him out. He's got some great pointers there. Thank you very much for chatting to us this morning, Robert. I'm going to be in touch, and we're going to workshop some things.
It was a pleasure. Nice meeting you guys.
Thanks, Robert. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I totally did, and he went up a level in my book.
Wow. Up next, Beat the King.
Yeah, we've got Beat the King on the way.